Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Tari Karemba. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the fact that mindset is everything. Okay, so obviously this month's Motivation Monday was centered around planning for the new year, you know, actually making that effort to write down your goals, have a vision board and all of that. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to link it here. But anyway, that was the center of our content this month. So just to close off January and all the planning and execution we've done, that I hope you've done. If you haven't done it, I'd like to encourage you to get to it. But anyway, so yeah, so today we are going to be talking about the importance of your mindset and everything that you feed your mind, and I guess sharing some tips on how you can change your mindset or better your mindset so that you can be able to smash those goals that we just spent the last 3 weeks planning and deciding on. So if that is something you want to hear more about, tune in, keep watching. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. It is very important for us to talk about this because obviously we've been talking about goals and all the amazing things that we want to do, but you know, for being honest, it's a lot deeper than that. How do you think? How does your mind affect your day-to-day, what you do and what you don't do? Okay, I saw a quotation that says mindset is everything, and that is so powerful. Just think of something as simple as, I don't know, think back to high school or whenever you were in school and you know, you got into the new stream. Maybe you're now like in O level or whatever, and everyone is saying that, oh, maths is so hard, you know, maths is so hard, it's so difficult, everyone feels math and all of that, and you go in with that attitude of, this thing is hard, this thing is hard. Then understand that you're always going to approach it with that attitude of, it's hard, I don't know if I can do it. Whereas if you go in with that attitude of, you know what, people may say this or people may say that, but I believe that I'm going to do it. Actually, I enjoy math. Math is not even bad at all. I can do this. This is something I'm capable of doing. Do you see that these are two different mindsets? With the other mindset, yeah, you may study, you may work hard, but ultimately, like, it's going to be a constant battle in your mind every single day. Unlike if you've chosen the path of just deciding to say that, you know what, yeah, it's hard, but I can do it. That's okay. You know, I'm not the first one to do it. Other people have passed. I can pass too, you know? That is what I mean when I say your mindset matters. What do you feed yourself every day? What do you tell yourself every day? Because at the end of the day, you need to realize that the things that you feed yourself, the things you say to yourself, the things that you think, all of that affects you. It starts in the mind before it manifests itself in the physical. So what are you thinking? What are your thoughts centered on? Are you thinking about negative things all the time, that, you know, this and this and this happened to you at such and such a time, and that's why you can't achieve this goal, and that's why you can't do this, and that's why you can't do that? And that whole thing, it's just negative language. I can't. Instead of saying, you know what, even though that happened to me, that's okay. Life happens. I'm capable. I'm determined. I'm hardworking. I'm going to achieve this goal. I'm going to do this for myself. You know, those are two different attitudes. Okay, so what attitude are you going to have? What mindset are you going to have? Ultimately, it's up to you, right? And I think in so saying and so doing, there's certain things that you need to be mindful of, and also things that you can do to improve your mindset. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is changing your self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? What do you say to yourself? Do you always tell yourself, Tari say, you can't do that, bruh. Easy. Or are you the type of person who speaks to yourself saying, you know what, this looks challenging, but I'm up for the challenge. I can do this. I've got this. Let me try this out and see how it goes, right? So the way you talk to yourself already, because you need to realize you are your own biggest fan. So if you're not going to encourage yourself or speak to yourself positively or reassure yourself that you can do it, no one else is going to come do that. That is a you thing. That is a you responsibility. If you're lucky enough to have other people in this world that will support you and encourage you and all of that, cool, great, you're blessed. But ultimately, even they can only do so much. How are you speaking to yourself? What are you doing to help yourself? And of course, in looking at all of this, also be mindful of the language that you use. Language is key, and be kind to yourself. Don't be harsh with yourself. Don't tell yourself, you're so dumb. You're so stupid, you did this. No, speak to yourself nicely. You deserve the compassion that you so freely give to other people. okay? So the next thing is obviously to decide like what kind of person you want to be in terms of what mindset do you want to have. Like, are you trying to be someone with a positive mindset, a go-getter mindset, whatever it is? You need to decide that, because once you decide that, then you're obviously now tasked with the job of finding out what it means to have a positive mindset, okay? How you can develop a positive mindset or go-getter mindset or whatever it is. That's now on you. Once you decide, you need to figure out, okay, fine, in order to be that person every single day, what do I have to do? Okay, so for example, you could find out that maybe, you know, saying affirmations to yourself is a good thing. You know, like we said earlier, changing your language, changing the way you speak to yourself, all of that matters, but you need to decide. And remember that whatever you don't change, you are choosing. The next thing, of course, is to be mindful, okay? Be mindful of what you consume, because I will tell you, right, I am someone who is easily triggered by music. Like, I'm so picky about the music that I listen to, because music affects me in a good way and in a bad way. So for example, when I used to listen to all these sad songs and heartbreak songs and all of that, I used to be sad all the time. I was sad all the time. I you know, always felt like crying. I always felt just I just wasn't in a good place, right? But then when I realized that the more I listen to this, the worse I feel. That's when I now started being more mindful of what I listen to. So now, if you look at my playlist, I genuinely always just play gospel music and then like turn up music. If it's dancehall, if it's Afro beats, if it's whatever, that's what I listen to. But I'm mindful of what I consume because I know how it affects me. Because I've become aware of the fact that everything that I consume affects me one way or another. So you now also need to be mindful of that. Pay attention to what you are consuming. How does it affect you? So yeah, if you realize that actually this isn't working out, this is actually affecting me a lot more than I wanted to, or it's having a negative effect on me, change it. You are in control. That is your responsibility. That is something that you have control over. So why not do something about it? And of course, that also means the people that you surround yourself with. So if you know that, okay, fine, you have, I don't know, a friend or a relative that's always on about all these negative things, and I can't do this because this, and I'm sad because this and this and this and this. Like, you need to be mindful of your interactions with other people, because if you're always going to be around people that only complain and just think about the negative things, look at the negative side without looking at all the other good things or good things that could come out of a situation, then I mean, that's also going to affect you. So you need to be mindful of that, and make sure that you spend time with people with a similar mindset or the mindset that you want to build. And of course, the last thing would be for you to create habits that support these mindset changes you're trying to make. So for example, if you're someone who enjoys reading, right, then you can make it a habit to start reading things that bring you positivity, or, you know, books about positive mindset, being positive, being happy, whatever. Or even follow Instagram pages that are all about positivity, Twitter accounts, blog posts, podcasts, whatever it is. Actively consume content that is positive. Another thing that you can do is start, you know, saying affirmations, whether it's writing it down, having it somewhere on a wall you can see it, or anything of that nature. That is also very useful. And just all around creating habits that support this positive lifestyle that you want to do. Remember the things we spoke about cutting out earlier, and obviously replacing that with better things. So all of those are things that you can do to better your mindset. And of course, you need to pay attention to yourself, right? If you catch yourself slipping, that's okay, you're human, but then don't allow it to keep going. So if you hear yourself saying something like, Tari Karemba, that was dumb, why did you do that? No, don't say that. Like, you need to catch yourself in the act and be like, no, I'm not going to say that. You took an L, but it's fine. We move. Let's figure out a better way to do it. You know what I mean? So you also need to catch yourself where you're slipping up, where you're also doing things to contribute to the bad state of your mindset or whatever, and obviously try and replace that with the positive things and the good things that we spoke about. So these are just some tips and examples of things you can do, but obviously obviously it doesn't end there. I hope that you have the courage to do the work and do the things that will support you shifting your mindset. And I'd like to wish you good luck with the rest of the year. The trial month is coming to an end, sweeties. So now we need to get it together. We need to smash our goals. We need to work hard. We need to be good to ourselves and just, live. Okay? So yeah, I hope you found this useful. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you start taking action to shift your mindset. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you next time. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe.